Welcome back to another video. Today we have a very special video because I'm in the US. This shoe has not released in the US. It just released in the UK earlier this morning. So if you know what I'm talking about, then you're in for a treat because we got a special one. So let's get to the unboxing. Now a little bit of a backstory on this shoe. I was not planning to buy it until they released fully in the US because prices usually are up until they release. And so I didn't want to spend extra money on a resale pair, but I knew I'd buy these anyways. And I saw, hey, prices are already kind of low. They're very similar to pairs that came out like this in the past. And I just decided to pull the trigger and I got lucky. They actually passed on GOAT, which I was not expecting. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. So I got the box here. If you don't know what it is already, this will probably spoil it for you. We have the Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown. So I just got this shoe in yesterday and it is phenomenal and not so great at the same time. I'm going to be covering kind of everything about this shoe. I posted pictures on my Instagram and they did pretty well and people were pretty excited to see the shoe right off the bat. But they had a lot of questions, and so I'm kind of going to run through my Instagram and run through the questions that you guys had because I want to cover everything and I don't want to miss anything. So the first question I got is from 502 Shoebox, and he's asking, how do they fit? Now I have tried these on and I'm going to wear them. It's not going to be a pair that I buy and resell. I'm going to be wearing these for a while. I'm going to beat them in the ground like my neutral gray 85s because I love them. In Minnesota, it's the winter and these are super easy to clean off because of the stiff leather. But how do they fit? Let's get to the question. They fit like any other Jordan 1. Personally, I have kind of wide feet, so I like this shoe a lot because it almost seems a little wider than a regular Jordan 1. I don't know if that's fact or fiction, but it does to me. It feels a little bit more roomy than a regular Jordan 1, like the Mochas per se. So in my opinion, they fit true to size. I'm a 10.5 and I get a 10.5 in these and they fit perfectly. One thing to note is they are pretty stiff, so they do require a little bit of a break-in. So if you're not very comfortable in these right away, then it's pretty normal because it's stiff leather. The next question I got is from Illy. Was it gray or do some pictures suggest that the side paneling is white? Now I got this question quite a bit and the pictures that I posted, I put a little bit of a filter. Here they are right here. I kind of like to juice the pictures up a little bit, not a ton, but shadows and a little bit of vibrancy. So it might have appeared white on Instagram because Instagram compresses the files and makes pictures look horrible, but it is in fact gray. So besides the navy, you can see that the shoe is completely gray, but the midsole is white, and it is white like the 85 neutral grays as well. But the tongue is a pinkish salmon color, tan maybe. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's not a normal color you'd see on a shoe, but I like it because it almost makes it look vintage. But you can see the laces are gray, and that is the exact same color as the paneling. So if you need any indication on what color this is, it's the same as the laces. It's gray, navy, white, with a salmon colored tongue. Can't find the DM, but I got a few questions on where I got these and if they're reps. Right off the bat, they're not reps. I would never buy reps. Reps have no value to me, and they have no value in the secondary market. They might on the black market and whatever, you can wear them. And there's a whole nother video in that. But anyways, I got these off GOAT. Here's the purchase receipt if you want to get some confirmation. I took the gamble on it. Sometimes when you buy early pairs on GOAT, they don't pass authentication because they are reps. I got lucky. They actually passed authentication. They're 100% authentic. I paid $400 for them, which is not too bad because resale is probably going to sit around $350 to $400 after they drop, in my opinion. And my big comparison with that was the Jordan 1 High 85 neutral gray. Now the neutral gray released some time ago and they ended up settling at about $300 to $350. Now they've raised up to about $400 to $450. So I think after some wear, they're going to be worth less. Obviously, I got these for $300 because they were really worn. In perspective, paying resale for this pair wasn't too bad. And who knows, I may hit retail and then I can resell those and it all works out. So I got these off GOAT, paid $400, and that's that. Now the two biggest questions that I got is when did they actually release in the US, and is the quality trash? Let's talk about the release date first. We're not sure exactly when these are going to release in the US. It's expected to be early to mid-April. They just released in the UK today. Shout out to my man Elliot for catching that dub. I've also gotten a few DMs about them releasing in Mexico as well. But in terms of an official release in the US, we're not expected to see it until early to mid-April, hopefully on the sneakers app, as well as various foot sites. Now on to the second question, is the quality trash? And how is the material? Is it worth the $400 if you pay resale? So let's talk about that. Since everyone has been asking about the leather, let's take a deeper look at it. So now if you look at the leather, it might be comparable to some of the cheap GR Dunks, and I think that's where all the questions were reserved from. Because it does not look great on camera, people are concerned that it will look like this in person. And don't get me wrong, it is a stiff leather, but it's the same leather that they've used at the other retros of the 85s, such as the neutral grays that I have in the background here. And so it does require a little bit of a break-in period. As you can see, it's pretty stiff stuff. Once I take these out, you can see it is pretty stiff leather, and that's me pushing down almost all the way, and I still get a kickback. And now I'm not beating up the shoe because you can see nothing changed about it. I've worn the other ones so much and the shape is still the same. There's no creasing on it or anything just because it's such a stiff leather. Now the comparison that everyone was making was the regular GR, let's say the Panda Dunks. Now the Panda Dunks I think are a very similar leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it, but this stuff is stiff. It's hard to be comfortable in this shoe. It is. Don't get me wrong, it is hard to wear this shoe and be comfortable, but once you wear them in, such as this pair, then they are very comfortable. And I only mention this pair because I've worn them almost all winter. You can see a ton of heel drag there. And I love these because they go with everything, and I've worn them a ton, and they're super easy to clean. The suede is pretty destroyed, so the fact that these don't have suede up top and on the swoosh might be kind of nice. They might age a little bit better. But the quality, in my opinion, probably is a 7 or 8 out of 10. Nothing crazy. In my opinion, I like the stiff leather because of the points that I've said about winter and it being easy to clean. And once you break them in, they're really nice. So if you're looking for a soft leather shoe, then this is not the option. I would suggest something like the Jordan 1 High Sail and the tumbled leather. Now the last thing we can do is look at what else comes in the box. So let's do that now. So looking at the box here, we get the non-traditional red box, which is kind of different. I wish they would have done an 85 theme box. Shoe trees in the inside, and here's the goat stickers and the verification. One of my favorite things, the original 85 hang tag. You can see the original Jumpman right there. And then some details about the shoes, and I love this type of stuff. The air sole, they talk about the padded collar. Anything where it's talking about the details of the shoe, I just eat that stuff up. So that'll be the end of the Jordan 1 High 85 Retro in the Georgetown colorway. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow more and see more pictures of sneakers on my Instagram, here you go. And if you want to see some short form video, then go to TikTok. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.